Good morning, hello and welcome. I am going to talk about this higher education management application which is developed using Zoho Creator. This application will help you in managing an institute of higher learning of a medium size up to maybe 500 to 1000 students, and this application takes care of student admissions till the time student attendance can be also marked using this application. Now I'll just take you briefly through the various modules and options that you have and features of this software. The first one, once you load the software, you have got an institute master where you can define your name of your institute, institute address and contact details. And next master you have is the program master where you can define various programs that you offer in your institute, such as management program, engineering program or a law degree. So all that can be defined here. You can define multiple admission cycles for a given program, and after you define the admission cycle you can define different terms which are there in this particular program. You may have a combination of yearly system and a semester system that can be defined. So you may have a program where your first 2 years are a yearly system followed by a semester system for the next 3 years. So all that can be defined over here. Next, you define your courses and the subjects that you offer along with the credits for each of the course. Now this master is intentionally kept separate from the program master so that you can add as any course under any program. So if you want one course to be offered under multiple programs, that's possible. So once you define that, you can define your program course relationships, that each you select a program from here and then you go on adding the courses which are taught under this program, and you also can change the credits for the particular program and also the term and the session in which that program is going to be offered. So that can be selected over here. The next master or information that we have is the faculty master, where you can define all the details of your faculty, the name, then you can upload faculty photograph, faculty designation, the type of faculty, whether it's a full-time or a visiting faculty. You can define the qualifications, multiple qualifications, and also upload the profile of the faculty member. The next one is your faculty course relationships. So you can define for each faculty what all courses or subject that faculty teaches. Then next one you have is the student details. In the student details you can define all your students once they are admitted in your institute. You have a student ID which is a unique number which you can define over here. You can upload student photographs and all the contact details. The next master is the timetable template, but for which we'll come back a little later because this is related to creating teaching timetable. So we'll see the other masters first. We have country master. This is required for defining address details of faculty and students. Similarly, a state master. Now once you define the state, you can select the country to which it belongs, and then the last one is the city master. If you select you add a city, then you can define the state to which it belongs, and once the state is selected, automatically the country gets populated over here. So these are the master information that you need to input to start with this higher education management application. Once that is done, then you come to the transaction. Now the first one is that once you admit your students, you will create a batch. Now for that you need a badge name. What is that batch name? Then that should be unique irrespective of the program and the admission cycle. Then you select a program for which you are creating the batch, select the admission cycle, then you have to define the start and the end year for this particular batch. Then you can actually define the start and the end date for each of the sessions or the terms which are defined under this program, and then you can go on adding the students under this particular batch. Now only those students will be shown here which are not already assigned to any particular batch. The next one is create timetable, but before you create teaching timetable, you can define templates, timetable templates you go to the master, open timetable templates. The idea behind creating timetable templates, it will save time in defining teaching timetable. So you may have a template, you may have morning batch, you may have an evening batch, you may have a weekend batch. So all that templates can be defined over here, and once a template is defined, you can use it to create multiple teaching timetables. So you have to give a unique template name, then this applicable days of the week for which this template is applicable, and then you go on adding the period numbers which are used in this particular template and which will be used eventually for creating the teaching timetable. So you can define the from time to time. So as you go on adding, our number is auto generated, and the to time of the first period becomes the start time for the second period. And once the timetable template is defined, you go back to the transactions, then you can create teaching timetables based on the timetable template that you have already created. So you have to first select a batch for which you are creating the timetable. So I am selecting this particular batch. So automatically the start end year program gets populated. Then you select a term for which you are going to create the teaching timetable. So I am selecting second year first semester, and the session start and end date is also auto populated. Now you can select the template which you want to use for this particular timetable, and then I select the day of the week for which I am defining the timetable. Now once the timetable template is defined, the period and the start and end time automatically get populated in this subform. Then you can select the course, the subject, and the faculty list will automatically be populated. Those who are actually teaching this subject will come here. So if you select a faculty which is already allocated in this particular time slot, it will give a message that faculty is already allocated this selected time slot, please select another subject or faculty. So this check is built in, so you need not worry about whether this particular slot a faculty is free or not. So it will keep track of a faculty allocation. So you can go on defining your subject and the faculties, and then you can save your timetable. So you can go down and save your timetable. The maximum 10 periods can be defined in a particular timetable, because there is a restriction in terms of subform. We cannot dynamically add rows here. So up to 10 is shown here, so you can define 10 rows. Then you go to the mark student attendance, and once the timetable is defined, then you can go to the student attendance table and mark student attendance. Now in case of marking student attendance, you can either mark the student attendance if you are a faculty member for your class, or you might be an academic staff and you are assigned a job of only taking attendance. You can mark for attendance for any particular faculty, any faculty member. So first I select the batch for which I am marking the attendance, and for whatever term I am marking the attendance, I select that. Now here I am just showing as a demo, otherwise this start and end date of the session should, the current date or the today's date should fall within this, but since it's a demo, I am just going to show you this. So if I try to mark attendance for today, for example, it will give an error saying that your attendance date should be between the session start and end date, so please select another date. So I am going to just mark a backdated attendance for demo purpose. So I go to the month of March and select a day. I select say 6th March and I select the period 1. Automatically the period, start time, end time, and the faculty member who is supposed to take this period comes here. Since I am not the concerned person who is supposed to be the faculty member for this particular slot, it gives a message, you are marking attendance for someone else. Are you sure you want to continue? So you need to select this checkbox if you are a academic staff or not that faculty, then automatically the students who are in that particular batch and that session get populated over here, and by default all the students are marked present. But you can change the attend. If somebody is absent, you just untick that particular checkbox and then submit the attendance at the bottom. So once that is done, the attendance gets updated, and the next option you have is the student progression. Now this is whenever the term ends or the session ends, you will be promoting students to the next session or the term. So you go here, you select the batch for which you are going to update the promotion or progression, and then you select the year or the term for which you are going to update the student progression. If there are no students in the batch, it will give a message that there are no students in this batch, there in this particular term and the session. So now I go back and select another batch over here, and then I select the year or the term. Now automatically the students who are in this particular session are populated. The next session is also auto populated and you cannot change it. So from first year the student will go to the second year, and all are by default shown as promoted, but if you want you can uncheck any box if somebody is not promoted and then submit the record. So students will get promoted to the next session or the term. Now there are a lot of master reports in the system. You can take out institute master report, your faculty master report. Now once you click on the faculty master report and click on any particular faculty member, his profile will be shown in a PDF format and which can be then downloaded, which gives all the details of that faculty. Same is the case with the program details report. You can see the various programs that you have defined here. Then you can look at the course details, program course relationship, faculty course relationship. Then there is a timetable template, city master, state master and country master. So these are the standard reports. In case of MIS reports, you can look at the student details report. So every student is shown here with his profile. If you click on it, a PDF file gets generated with a student profile which can be then downloaded. Same is the case with the batch report. So each batch, once you click on a batch, the details of the batch are populated in a PDF file and that can be downloaded. It gives the details of the program, the batch, the program, the sessions, terms and the students who are admitted in that batch. Next is the create timetable report. We click on any particular timetable. So that teaching timetable get populated over here. So it comes in a PDF format which can then be downloaded and circulated to all the members, faculty members. Mark student attendance. This is a report which gives the attendance of student for one particular batch and a program. And this student attendance report, it gives the attendance of every student. It is sorted on the student name and group per student. So every student attendance, this can be downloaded in the Excel sheet and can be used further. Now call attendance report, you can select a student and also select the dates between which you want the student attendance to be viewed. So you can view that way. And similarly the last one is the date wise attendance report. So this is a pivot report which gets auto generated. It takes some time because it's a pivot report, and it gives the students and the date wise their attendance on the right hand side and the total at the end as a summary. So this report can also be then downloaded into Excel sheet. So that's all for the time being in higher education management, but this is just the first version. and more modules and features will be added in the subsequent version. So watch this space for more. Thank you.